What's going on, guys, girls? Rob here, and a Monday evening chat, Monday evening talk. I hope you all are doing well. Um, I got an email. I got an email a little earlier, 6:30, and a little over 2 hours ago. Hello, nothing new to report because nothing has changed. Doctor said he's resting comfortably, going to monitor this evening and check on temperature. We'll check in again in the morning. So that was his sister, Dale's sister. And right now, nothing new. No new news at all. Nothing new. So right now, pretty much just days are going by. That's just about it. And we can only hope that he's doing a little better, a little better, a little better, and a little better. Let's see. Wanted to kind of question. I'm gonna have a question of the evening for everybody when more people get here, and I want to find out who you think's gonna win the World Series if we have a World Series. 60 regular games. Then it's going to be a play-in game, which will be the wild card game, and then we'll have divisions. You know, the division series should be at all the home parks. If all the home parks are deemed where they can host everything, should be fine. Should not be a big deal, big situation at all. There has been some corona found. Let's see. Who has corona? Let's see. Baseball, basketball, football. It wasn't golf. No. I believe it was a couple more cases found in baseball. A couple more cases of corona. I think that's what it was. And, will they make them wear a mask? I'm hearing if they do, a lot of players are saying, no, thank you. No, thank you. We're not going to play with masks on. So I think they're going to leave it up to the player. As of right now, anyway, it sounds that way. We'll see if it happens that way, though, My replay, I've played 44 games so far, and I'll have more numbers tomorrow, but probably the Phillies are a little below 500, when in real life they were like 5 above 500 at this time of the year. The wheels fell off for them in August and September. Especially September. I mean, they ran off 7, 8 losses in a row, and 12 or 13, something like it. It was crazy. But the wheels just fell off the bus with Philadelphia late in the season. Didn't have enough pitching, and their offense just sputtered. Everything. And they're hoping that with the addition of, Didi Gregorius and the subtraction of Maikel Franco, that it can make a big difference. And it probably should. Being another left-handed bat in the lineup. They got Adam Hazley. They've got Bryce Harper. And that's it. That's the only lefties they got. So now Didi Gregorius to make a third left-handed bat in the lineup on an everyday scale when you count the 8 regulars. Now, whoever they want to bring in, Roman Quinn, Jay Bruce probably would be an excellent choice as a DH this year. Neil Walker won't be bad. There are a couple of lefties there that can really get the job done, especially Jay Bruce. He really, really hit the ball well last June, July, and August. He really did. July and August, anyway. He really did well. He brought a spark to that team. So I look forward to Jay Bruce being back on the Phillies. Want to see what you guys think about the different sports. It was a question I asked earlier. No, Tom. It's a question I asked earlier. Which of these players has the best chance of cementing a legacy better than their predecessor? A question like this. Mahomes has one title. What do you think the chances are he ties or surpasses Brady's 6? All right. Next one. Tiger Woods has 15 majors. What do you think the chances are he ties or surpasses Nicklaus's 18? LeBron James has 3 titles. What do you think the chances are he ties or surpasses Michael Jordan's 6? Any Major League Baseball player out there right now, any of them, can they retire with 5 championships? If so, who is it? Who is a player right now that you could say that player could win 5 champions? NASCAR. Who can get 7 championships? Like Jimmy Johnson, Dale Earnhardt, Richard Petty. Can anybody? Can anybody now get 7 championships? Mahomes will win at least 10 Super Bowls. I'd love to be betting that one with you, Interzone. I would take that bet with you any day of the week. He almost didn't make it out of last season, guys. He was, when he got laid out, all you got to do is go back to what was it, week 6, 7, whatever it was. And there was a question mark whether he was coming back at all last year. And he ended up missing just a few weeks. So he is not above injury. And for them to sign him to 10 years, $450 million, $500 million, whatever, it's their business. Their business. But is that the way of the new business model? I don't think so. I think the new business model is sign your quarterback for 2 or 3 years and get you the best backup you can possibly find. And that's what you need. You better have yourself a darn good backup. Don't get somebody that's a scrubby quarterback off the street. You need to find somebody's other regular quarterback if you can and be like, okay, I'll trade for you. And sometimes you have to just be willing to bite the bullet. But look at what the Eagles did. The Eagles did that, and they won them a Super Bowl, keeping 2 starting quarterbacks. I don't think it's a stupid thing at all. Woods winning 18 majors. It's plausible. It could happen. But every week he sits at home right now, you see these other guys out here trying new things, getting longer. Mahomes will break all the quarterback records too. Oh, me. We see all these guys doing new things, hitting 400-yard drives, hitting the ball straight as an arrow. Morikawa and Justin Thomas. So a lot of these guys are knocking the pins down with their irons. 6 and 7. You're playing the National Women's Soccer League. Oh, and Soccer Blast. Oh, very cool, Tom. How is that coming along for you? It's going to get harder and harder for Tiger has to stay healthy, yeah. And the thing is, Tiger's getting older. These new kids, 20, 21, 22, and think of another thing too. Think of one more thing that could play into a part of it. So many of these colleges are going away from golf in college. They don't have but two choices. They can stay in school, get a degree, and then go out and try to do something. Or if they're willing to try to be professional golfers, go out here and bite the bullet and just say, hell with it. I got to go out here and try it. What's up, Keith? So you think about it. Some of these new guns we got out here on the PGA Tour, Colin Morikawa. A lot of teams have canceled all their sports other than men's basketball and football. Got rid of everything. Anything that wasn't making money, they got rid of it. That's simply the way they did it. Went across the board. Women's basketball, women's golf, men's golf, all of that. So you think about that for a second. Look at all these kids that went to college on scholarships that are 18 or even now 17, 18, 19, and 20, 21, and 22. Any of that age group that still would be in college. They have the opportunity, if they want to go out and try to get their Q card and play. We don't know how good they are. Our junior college football is going to be next March, April, May, instead of this fall. Okay. Westbrook. Yeah, that's right. Westbrook from the Rockets tested positive. I noticed that earlier. Yep. I noticed that. Yep. Where are these guys going and playing around at? What's wrong with them? What is wrong? You know, I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Yeah. I don't have words for it, but they're told to stay away from people, stay away from things that could hurt you. And they're just not listening. They're just not listening. NBA should cancel the season. Well, you're going to have a lot of the guys not going to want to play anyway. Baseball, a lot of people saying cancel baseball season. See, I'm like this about it. These kids that are 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 years old, still on a rookie contract, need the money. Let them play. Let them play. Hell, I mean, people out here walking, going to Walmart every day, what's the damn difference? If they're going to do that, if these kids want to play baseball, let them play. That's what I say. Let them play. How will MLB ever finish a year? Well, if they all stay in their bubble, stay the hell away from everything, let them get sick. Hey, look, what I'm saying is this. You go to our Walmart in the middle of the day, there's 1,000 people in there. Half of them have masks, half of them don't. I'm just saying, if they want to work, otherwise they're not getting paid in their zone. Everybody around here is working their jobs. You're reporting to work if you live around here. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. It may be bad, but these people that live here, they're told they either report to work or they're going to lose their damn job. That's just the way it works. I got two brothers, and they're both going out every day, going to work. And they don't have a choice. Well, hell yeah, they got a choice. They can tell them no. But they're going to find somebody to take their place. That's just the way it works. And they don't wear a mask at work either. I know they don't. No. So, if you were offered a night job, would you take it? That depends on where it's at. If I was offered a teaching job, I probably would take it. Yeah. And I have even considered doing an online math class, and have it on a closed YouTube channel and just open it up with, you can have a closed YouTube channel and open it up just, where people would have to have a code to be able to get to it. And if they paid you to take a class, no matter what age, I've thought about doing that. I actually worked in night, and I hated it. Yeah, work all night. Yeah. Oh, I've done that too. Oh yeah, I've done that. And when I did it, I lived at home, so I never had privacy. It's not like it is here now. I could work nights and come home, and it wouldn't be as bad now. You see how quiet my wife is. She's very quiet. She has her meetings and stuff, but that's it. Yeah. But oh yeah, I would love to teach people math. Young adults would not matter. How to keep a checking account in order, how to do their finances. That'd be great. I've thought about doing it, and yeah, yeah. At midnight, at graveyard shift, it adds years to your life. And when I say that, if you're 40, it makes you feel like you're 50. It makes you old quick. Yeah, it will do it. What's my highest math level? I took it all through college. Took it all through college and stuff. And I was just, how long did you sleep in the day? I sleep sometimes 3 4 hours is all I'd sleep. But I would just show people shortcuts, how to you know. Some people don't know how to use a calculator the right way. Some people don't know percentages of stuff. Some people don't know, you know, a lot of stuff some people consider basic math. A lot of people don't know that stuff. Yeah. So, that's the thing. And I respect it. A lot of people in school hated math. Think about that. Think about all the people that go to school and hate math. They're like, ugh. And I loved it. I always loved it. Never had a problem with it. Some people don't know numbers. Oh, sure they don't. Yeah. Yeah. Percentages, how much money to set aside if you need to do that. Working nights is great so long as you have no one bothers you. Yeah, you're right, Derek. You're right. I can do math, but I don't enjoy it. I have to be good at math anyway, as I'm studying robotic engineering. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's percentages, and once you know percentages, and then uh, the decimals of it, and everything. 1/8 is 12.5%. 1/4, 25%. Things like that. 3/8, 38, 37.5%. It's nothing in it. It's not rocket science, and I tell people that math is not numbers. You should never be afraid of. The only number you should be afraid of is if a red number is coming on your checking account. Then that's not good. Found out my sound problem. My computer is not compatible with my Realtek head. Oh, law is definitely the most boring subject ever. Well, you know what? It's and the thing of it is, there's different laws in every state. Every state has different laws. Some stupid, some is okay. Law and accounting will make you sleep forever. I did not mind accounting. I took accounting in college 2 years. In school, I tutored classmates during stats. They helped me with writing presentations. Oh, okay. I actually did presentations in college on math. I loved business law when I was in high school. In college, I actually did presentations of math in front of class, and 80 people, 75 people, whatever. And and the professor would be like, uh, come to me after class, you're fine. And I'd be like, what do you mean you're fine? Hey, you're exempt from having to take an extra whatever we got. Just sent $5 your way on PayPal. All right, Mark, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I see that. Yes, I do. Yeah, I am taking that money for not just a cause, but a great cause. Yep, Mark, got it. Got it. We're taking that money for Dale Lonsdale. I'm jetting all the money straight to him once he gets out of the hospital. I would do presentations on math when the teacher left the room so I wouldn't embarrass them. Heard someone compared the Redskins dropping that name as being as historic in terms of race as Jackie Robinson breaking into baseball. Is that ridiculous? It's totally ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. Let me tell you right now, if the league were not paying the owner, he wouldn't be doing it. Somebody's coating his wallet. You tell me what you want to. Remember when he was bitching about it 3-4 years ago? And nobody even said another word about it. Then all of a sudden he brought it up. What the hell is he bringing it up for? Somebody's coating his wallet big time. Somebody's coating his wallet big time. That's what's happening. It's what it is. What it is right now. Wall Street, FedEx, we got to be politically correct. And they went to him and said, "Look, you've got FedEx Field on the side of that stadium. It's not going to be there if you don't get rid of this name." Yep. Baltimore Bullets, Washington Bullets. Yep. It's only a matter of time before the Atlanta Braves cave. You wait and see. SunTrust, one of those, somebody from Atlanta is going to cave in with Atlanta Braves stuff. That's going to happen. I guarantee you that. You wait and see. You wait and see. It's only a matter of time. The Chiefs probably too before it's over with. Kansas City. Screw FedEx. I'm fed up. Seen some awesome concepts though on social media of different Washington name and logo design. And you know what? If it wasn't about money, I'd be like, hey, you know what? Do some stuff, but it's all about the dollar. It's all about, Washington is an expansion team now, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, and how far does it go? Why, as Pittsburgh Steelers, those steel mill workers are offended. We want you to change the name immediately. It's all it's going to take. It's all it's going to take. Who knows? Who knows? It's crazy shit. Now Braves. Truist Park. Question of the night. I want everybody to kind of let me know what you guys think. Of these people, who is going to surpass their predecessor? Like Mahomes, for instance. Mahomes has 1 Super Bowl title. Will he get 6, or will he surpass Brady, or it won't happen? Tiger Woods has 16 majors. Jack Nicklaus has 18. Will he tie Jack Nicklaus, surpass Jack Nicklaus, or not quite get there? LeBron James has 3 titles. Michael Jordan has 6. Will LeBron James tie 6, surpass 6, or won't get there to 6? Baseball players, I don't care who it is out there, anybody in the league, by the time they retire, are they going to have 5 titles? Will they have 5 titles? Will anybody out there have 5 titles? NASCAR, Jimmy Johnson, Dale Earnhardt, and Richard Petty all have 7 titles. A couple of them have 2. That's it. Does anybody reach that goal of 7? If so, who? Or does somebody surpass it? So, what do you think, guys? Philip Reynolds says Woods will at least get a tie. Okay. So we got 1 for a tie. Okay. Uh, thinks he gets at least, and this is majors. This is not just regular titles. This is major titles, and you're going up against the best fields in the U.S. Open, the PGA, um, the Masters, and the British. You're going up against the best, and it's only 4 a year. This year's only 3, but some of them's late in the year. No, he needs 3. He needs 3 to tie Nicklaus. He's got 15. Nicklaus has 18. Not all-time wins. We're not talking about the all-time wins thing. That'll happen. He'll do that. Tiger Woods is what, 44? I think he's 44. How old is Tiger Woods? 44. He'll be 45 in December. So let's just go to the first one. I'll either put a check mark saying Mahomes will pass Brady. I'll put a little square mark saying he'll tie, or I'll put an X up there saying he will not pass Brady. Mahomes, the next RG3. But he needs one more. Yeah, we're not talking about Masters, though, Philip. We're talking about majors. I'm not talking about Masters. I said majors. He's got to get 3 to tie Jack. So, question of the night, Bleacher Bums game, and this is what we're going with. First off, we're going with Mahomes. Will he catch Brady? He only has 1 title, but everybody's making a big deal that, at 10 years, in 10 years, he can win 4, 5, 6 titles. Can he do it? We don't know. But do we think he will? Will he get 6? And if so, will he surpass him and get 7? Next one, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, 15 majors. Will he tie Nicklaus at 18? Will he surpass Nicklaus at 18? Or will he not get there? LeBron James has 3 titles, 35 years old. May get another one this year. We don't know. We'll count this one if he gets it. Jordan has 6. Will he get up to Jordan? Will he surpass Jordan? Or will he not get to Jordan? MLB players. Will any active player, and if so, who, will somebody get 5 titles before they retire? If so, who? NASCAR, 7 titles. Jimmy Johnson, Dale Earnhardt, Richard Petty, all have 7. Will anybody reach that marquee of 7 or surpass it? Now, this is going to be, we'll just go back to the first one, okay? First off, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes got hurt last year. Patrick Mahomes missed a month last year. I don't know if people remember that or not. He missed 3 games last year. And a lot of people thought it was his season. Look, quarterbacks nowadays are not allowed to get hit, but they still get hurt. Not many of them have. How many of them have been as lucky as Tom Brady, where Tom Brady got that knee injury and missed a whole season? You remember that? Was it 2008? He missed a whole season. And he was out. But how many quarterbacks have been as lucky? How many quarterbacks have been as lucky as Tom Brady to go a whole career pretty much and not get injured much? Manning didn't get injured too much, but he did get hurt some at the end. So definitely, I'm going on the side of Mahomes less. I'm going to say he will not get it. So you guys vote what you guys think. Mahomes less than 6. Mahomes, Interzone says definitely. Interzone says definitely over 100% over 6, he says, with Brady, over Brady. Tom Brady has stayed healthy because he gets the ball out so quick. Mahomes is a much better athlete, but does not read it as good. He won't get it. I agree with I agree with Bleacher Bombs. No one will get games rigged for them like You're wrong, Rob. Okay, I agree with you, Rob. Les, that's us. Accelerating the salaries will not keep up with the cap, especially with COVID. The bubble is going to burst, and the quarterback can't give a guy 30% of your cap. I agree with Sharver there. Some of the quarterbacks taken this year may have something to say about it too. Yeah. So what do you say, M. Sharver? Keith White, what do you think? He reaches 6, doesn't reach 6, or surpasses it? So, yeah. And that's the thing. I'm not all I'm worried about. I'm not counting Kansas City. I'm talking about Holmes. So Sharver says nope. And what does my man Keith White say? Keith say yes, no, or it'll be a tie. Nobody said tie anyway with 6. It's going to take a monumental effort, and they would be the team. Okay, so that definitely is not 6. Tiger Woods. Now, Tiger Woods has had all summer long to rest. Tiger Woods is 3 short. He's 3, and he'll be 45 December 30th. But I've been sitting here watching golf for the last month, and I've been watching this kid, DeChambeau, hit the ball 400 yards in the air, not with bounces, 400 in the friggin' air. If these guys start hitting the ball like that, and Woods with his back, we know his back problems, he will win probably one more major. And if he's going to, his best chance is at the Masters. You've got to shape the ball. You got to hit the ball in exact places. Nobody knows that the greens there better than Tiger Woods. I say he comes up short of 18, but I think he gets one more. So I'll still say Tiger Woods, no. Interzone says no. What do you guys? Derek Dodger says no to all the above. Keith White. I think Keith is talking about Mahomes, so I'm not going to go there. Not a golf expert, but going with Tiger Woods purely because he's a damn Tiger Woods. All right, bud, we got you. So we'll put a plus there for us. Lamar Jackson. Tiger won't reach Jack. Can't put the torque on the ball. I'm with you. I'm with you. And even if he's not hurt, he's not the golfer that some of these guys can. And look, when you got to hit the ball into a green on a par 5, 200 yards, and somebody else hits it 140, that's a hell of a difference. Trust me. It is a huge difference. So Keith White says no. I think Bleacher Bums. Does Bleacher Bums still around? Didn't Bleacher Bums say no to Tiger? But I'm not sure. What do we say about Tiger Woods, Bleacher Bums? Are you still here? Also, let me post my email up in the room, guys. We are taking up money. If anyone would like to give it toward Dale Lonsdale. Dale Lonsdale has COVID for the second time. Once he gets out of the hospital, I'm going to send him money. If he's got a PayPal, straight to him. If he doesn't, I'm going to cut a check and go with it. Oh, you got the worst mouth ulcer ever. They hurt. Take some toothache medicine. I got some toothache medicine, rinse or whatever. That stuff will really help you. I think my man. Let's see. I think my man Bleacher Bums must have left. LeBron James. Was Jeff Gordon the best ever rookie driver? No. I don't think. Put salt on it, but it's take some stuff for a tooth. If you got some stuff, alcohol, not alcohol, but if you got some, what do you call that other stuff? Hydrogen peroxide, put it in your mouth. If you swallow a little bit, it ain't going to hurt you. But running around all in your mouth, it'll help the soreness. It'll help the soreness. Jeff Gordon, the best rookie ever. The only reason I'm going to say no, Keith, wow. Maybe he was. Maybe he was. He won a 600 as a rookie. Probably was. Probably was. Dale Earnhardt won Rookie of the Year and then the title the next year. It took Gordon what 4 years before he won a title. But he was actually Rookie of the Year in 93 and then won a title in 95. 95. Change your toothbrush, rinse with mouthwash. Yeah. It'll dull the pain. Yep. You're right. Or if you want to, I got some of that mouthwash rinse stuff that's good for toothache. Orajel mouth rinse. That stuff is excellent. That stuff will it'll make your mouth numb, but it'll be better. Keith White, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes to the Jeff Gordon situation. Okay. If you are gonna send it to me, just if you're gonna send any money this way, just make sure that just at the bottom, all you got to do is say for D-Lons or for Dale. That's all you got to do, and send it with no tax. I wish I lived next door to you, Rob, so I could borrow that shit. Oh man, let me show you what it looks like. Let me show you what it looks like. Get somebody to get it for you. He doesn't have a toothache. He's got a mouth ulcer. But this is some good stuff. Check it out, bro. It says for a toothache, but it's Orajel, toothache, analgesic, rinse for any oral pain. String and doorknob trick work for teeth. Keith, I've never done it yet, but you can certainly anybody can give try. No, M. Sharver, he did not win 8 races his rookie year. No. It'll work for, yeah. Mouth ulcers, soothes irritated gums. Yes. Yes, sir. That's some good shit. Some real good stuff. Yeah. Gordon won 1 or 2 races his rookie year is all he won. How many wins did Jeff Gordon get his rookie season? Let's see. Mouthwash is good for your gums as well, especially if you dip. Okay. Toothache, how is that even possible? Interzone, trust us. It works for mouth ulcers too. Yes, it does work for mouth ulcers. I'm probably wrong on his wins. I just remember him having a dominant season early on. Yes, Sharver. Now, wins Jeff Gordon got in his rookie season. The highlight of the season was the Coke 600. I'm pretty sure it was 1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won one race his rookie season. But that's more than most people do. Very few win Rookie of the Year. He went up against a couple of good guys too. And what did he win? 4 titles? 5 titles. 4 or 5 titles. But yeah, I think he only won 1. I think he won only 1 that year. Yeah. How about this, guys? LeBron James, Michael Jordan. LeBron James, Michael Jordan. Now, LeBron James is 35, and I'm gonna give you my little 2-minute presentation, and it might change some people's minds. Don't forget when LeBron James, every place he's ever went, all right, M. Sharver says no. He's already going to put no on there, all right? Everywhere that LeBron James has ever went, he's always hey, bud, do you want to come with me? Hey, bud, do you want to come with me? Hey, bud, do you want to come with me? So it's not necessarily, quote unquote, LeBron's team. I'm not going to go there, but it's wherever he's playing. How many times has he ever walked in a place and just been the only guy there that could, bounce a basketball? And hey, I'm just saying, hey, enter zone. We'll put no for you then. That's fine. I'm just saying, I think there's a chance he wins 6. I think there's a chance. Who's going to stop the Lakers this year? I don't know if it's anybody. If they don't, he's got 4. 35 years old. All he would need is 2. How high do you rate the other Lakers players other than LeBron? Well, they're not the greatest. Clippers could win, yeah. They're not the greatest. No doubt he could probably end up getting better players around him. No doubt about that. He won't catch Kobe with 5, and I'm a Lakers fan. Oh, so Derek says no, he won't even get 5. First off, I Kuzma. I'll probably really get eat up in discussions tomorrow. I don't think he's as good a player as Kobe was. That's my opinion. I don't think he's nearly as good as Michael Jordan was. Because I'll tell you this, when it comes to the last 2 minutes of a ball game, half the time he doesn't even have the ball in his hand. Michael Jordan would take the ball. Kobe would take the ball from whoever had it on his team and said, LeBron is more athletic than Jordan. Totally disagree, Huss. Number one, Kobe could jump, move around. I think Kobe was more athletic. I think LeBron is stronger. I think he's more of a horse, but I think as far as athletic, I think Kobe was. That's hey, I may be wrong, Interzone. I'm just telling you what I think. I think I saw Kobe jump around the hoop and go around, and he did a lot of stuff like Jordan could do. Look, LeBron's never been an airman. He's never been one to be able to carry weight. He carries 280 pounds, guys. He's more like a horse. He really is. LeBron is a pansy compared to Kobe or Jordan. And I'm not going far as that, but I will say this. MJ, is he the greatest athlete ever? Man, when you start talking greatest athletes ever, you got to start talking about these guys that ride bicycles. Shit. Is he a better athlete than that? With Armstrong or whatever, Lance Armstrong? I don't know. He's the best. I think he's the best basketball player ever. LeBron is a raging bull. Oh, it's no doubt. No doubt. He's a raging bull in the air. And on the floor, too, he'll run right. It's very hard to compare eras. Yes. Yeah, I agree. But Michael Jordan could carry a team. Bruce Jenner. Who knows if the greatest athlete ever isn't even famous or known to anyone. Yeah, but Huss, we're just talking about the people we do know. I've never seen anything like it, says Interzone, as far as LeBron. I know one thing. I saw Michael Jordan do shit that I'd never seen anybody else ever do with a basketball. That's what I know. Jim Thorpe could be, But the best, I think Michael Jordan's the best basketball player, and I'm a Larry Bird fan. I'm a Larry Martina Navratilova. She was a great. She's probably the best women's, soccer. Tennis player, other than probably Serena. I think Serena's probably better. I don't know of any woman that's ever played the game better than Serena Williams. She's tore records up. Anna Kournikova. Anna Kournikova was just fun to look at. That's all. She was not. But her best looking. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. But and I'm a Duke fan. And I'm a Boston Celtics fan. But I still think Michael Jordan's the best. I still think Alex Morgan, the greatest women's soccer player. I still say Michael Jordan's the best basketball player that's ever lived on this planet. He got a better shot going. He could drive to the hoop. I don't care if he had 4 on him almost. He found a way. And to me, when you carry a team, I'll tell you somebody that was really, really, during his time, the only reason he didn't win a championship was Michael Jordan. And it was the guy in Indianapolis, Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller could shoot a basketball. Maybe not quite as good as Steph Curry, but he was right there with him. He could shoot the hell out of a basketball. If you were ever a Knicks fan, you saw what he could do to you. If you ever saw Reggie Miller play, and all you got to be is a Knicks fan, folks, he put daggers in them more times than one. He just played at the wrong time. Reggie Miller would have been one that, I'm telling you, his name would have been a lot further in the record books than it is now. Yeah, if LeBron would have come, oh, yeah. If LeBron left Lakers now and went to Golden State, look what they would have. They would have Steph and LeBron, Reggie with the back-to-back threes in front of Spike Lee. Oh, yeah. Choke sign to him. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Durant. Well, Durant's not there anymore. Durant's gone to but I'm talking about the other kid. The one that can shoot. They got, 75 in a game or whatever, 70 points in a game. What was his name? Never really followed Magic Johnson, but I was surprised they gave him an MVP of Jordan in the late 80s. Oh, over Jordan, yeah. Yeah, Klay Thompson. Yeah, Klay Thompson. Look, if you had I'm sorry, folks, if you had LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson on your team, you have got to be the favorites to win. So if he went to Oz and got him a brain and got the hell out of LA and went to Golden State, I'm telling you, it's not unheard of. It could happen too. Can you imagine them three? Good Lord. That's a team that can win 70 games. I don't even give a damn who you put as their center and whether it's another forward or guard, whichever way you want to play it. I don't care who else you put out there. All you need is somebody can bring the ball up. It wouldn't even have to be Steph. Have you a good ball handler, and then have you somebody could really 200 points every game. They might not score 200 a game, but good Lord, they would be good. Because, it's no way you can cover everybody. Yao Ming, the best athlete ever. They won more games this year, the year before Durant, than they did with. Yeah, they did. Durant didn't really help them a lot. Steph Curry is the best point guard in basketball. Definitely. Well, and the thing is, he's fine without the basketball. He doesn't even have to bring the basketball up. He can be a shooting guard. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying you just need somebody else to help Steph bring the ball up at court. That's all. Steph's fine with it. And he can make people look bad with the basketball. And Klay Thompson, one of the better spot-up shooters in the game. There's no telling how many records they would break if they had all three of those players. I don't think it happens, but if it did, Jordan 6 would be it. He could very easily catch him. You just know when Steph is lining up to shoot a three, he's 99% going to put it in. Well, I'm not going to go 99%. he shoots right around 50 because he has cold nights. He has nights when he doesn't hit. But when he is hitting, and yeah, you put Draymond Green in there with him. He rebounds the ball. He's another guy just like the crazy man Chicago used to have. He's no different. He stirs the pot up. Rodman. Draymond Green's the closest thing we've seen since Rodman. He might not be as good a rebounder, but he's really good. Chicago Bulls went off the rails. But yeah, they would have one hell of a team. And I'm gonna tell you, if LeBron stayed there 5 years, what's stopping him from winning 3, 4, or 5 in a row? If he went there. And yeah, he's very physical. Who went off the rails more, Yankees or the Bulls? Well, once Michael left, man, they really, really didn't know what to do. I mean, come on. The best basketball player on earth leaves your team. What do you do, man? The Golden State Warriors tend to play fast. LeBron teams never play fast. They'd still be a great team. I just don't know. Systems would mesh. If they did, LeBron would be the distributor. Oh, yeah. I don't think LeBron would have to go out and score 25 a night. No, I agree. He might get 15, 20 assists a night. Yeah. Beverly from the Clippers is the best lockdown defender in the league. He is really good. The Bulls had more of a rail to fall off of. I mean, they were just really good, and then all of a sudden, Jordan left. Pippen stayed, and they just weren't the same. Pippen thought, we can win without Mike. Pippen can be MVP, and that just was not the case. Oh, there's no doubt. The Yankees are the most Yankees, and then the Montreal Canadiens. They would be second as far as iconic teams. No doubt about it. Unless you want to put Boston Celtics are right there with them too. No Jordan, never again a championship. I'm not going to go that far. I mean, you never know who they're going to end up picking up and getting. I mean, look how long. Look at the eras that the Celtics didn't win. In the 70s, they weren't really good with Havlicek. They were not a great team, and then they draft Bird. They become pretty good. I feel as though the Yankees should be in the World Series at least every 3 years. Who was the player the Bulls had who was quite good but had all the knee issues? Horace Grant. Let's see. Who was the guy that used to shoot a lot for the Bulls? I can't think. Barcelona would like a word. Who was one? Derrick Rose. Rose or Kukoc? Rose, I guess. Derrick Rose, is he the one that left the team? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then Horace Grant and Michael Jordan can't stand each other. Yeah, Derrick Rose. Okay. Yeah. In this crowd in here, we don't have too much problem figuring out something. Somebody's going to most of the time know. Yep. Okay, guys. How about this? If we play college football this year, okay? Every team plays within their own conference, is it? A 12-game schedule. Who wins the national title in football? What do you think? Then what's going to happen after they play their regular seasons? They may have a championships. Yeah, it's a big if. Oh yeah, we're gonna throw with it. They have a championship within their own conference. Then they're able to go. It may be a undefeated here, there, but it's probably not going to be many. Georgia Bulldogs has Clemson. They had the easiest conference. Okay, I'm telling you, win it all though. So you still got to go through the SEC. You still got to go through the Big Ten. You still got to go through the Pac-10, Pac-12, Pac-12, or the Big 12, Pac-10, whatever they call it. But I'm just saying, to win it all, you can have the easiest conference, but then you got to come, to bowl series, the 2 games that you have to win within the 4 teams. Keith says Clemson. Hard to go against Clemson unless the quarterback decides not to play. I'm with you, Keith. Keith and Derek both. I agree with you. I think he makes that much of a difference. I really do. I mean, he played a good game last year. He played a hell of a game. Clemson has to be the favorite. I'm with you. Auburn. Okay, Auburn. Another Bulldog. Tiger. It's the best rivalry in college football. You like Florida versus Georgia. My favorite rivalry in football. Man, I can't get involved in that one with you guys. Nobody's going to agree with me. Nobody's going to agree with me. My favorite rivalry in college football. Two beat up to Iron Bowl. You like Iron Bowl? Alabama, Auburn. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Florida, Georgia. That's a good one. That's a good one. A couple of them I hadn't seen yet. I'm just wondering if anybody's going to throw them out there. You got to be from the Midwest to do that, though. And you noticed everybody from the South picked it up quick. That's a Southern sport, folks. People can say what the hell they want to. When I moved to Philly, people did not talk OSU, Michigan. Yeah, I thought I Brian had to get in there. It's a Southern sport, and I'm not trying to draw any lines to it. If you're in Philly, people are not talking about Penn State. They're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles or the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's all they're talking about. They're not talking about Penn State. You come back down south, and boy, oh boy, you got people talking about Bama. You got Army, Navy, a great one. That is good. You got people talking about Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, Auburn, LSU. It's a big thing down here. It really is. College football is bigger in the South than pro football. It is. You go up north, and I'm not trying to cut down Ohio. I'm not trying to cut down anybody in Pennsylvania, anybody up in the Northeast. But down south, boys, you go down to Texas, go watch high school football. It's not 150 people sitting there. It's 4,000 people sitting on one side. People on the West Coast prefer baseball and basketball. Yeah. I'd like to see the SEC drop South Carolina and Missouri and add Memphis, Georgia Tech, Miami, and Florida State. Wouldn't that be something? If they picked up Florida State and Miami, can you imagine? That would be something. People from the South prefer college football. I think so. USC, Notre Dame, college football isn't popular in New York. No, it's not as popular up north. It's really not. But they've got so many more professional teams up there. You got ACC would get torn up without Florida State and Miami. They need those two teams. They really are holding on by threads. But the win by Virginia in basketball really picked up this state. It really did. I'm not a UVA fan. I'm not a Virginia fan at all. But it really did strengthen their spot in the ACC. It really did. Missouri should have never gone to the SEC, and then they get stuck in the East. Yeah. New York State has like 1 billion Yeah, they got so much stuff. College football over the NFL. I prefer watching college. And I've got college teams around me that are not necessarily 1A teams, but I'm fine with that. I like watching college over pro. Let's see. Let me tell you, who is my biggest rivalry I like to watch? Oh man, I love to watch Alabama LSU. I just like watching those two teams play because you know they're going to be prepared. They're going to be prepared. LSU, Alabama, you don't even have to like both teams. You cut the TV on, it's a war. It's a war. It really is. Buffalo Bills, Jets, Yankees, Mets, Giants, NYCFC, Red Bulls, Rangers, Buffalo Sabres. Yeah. Islanders. You didn't even say the Islanders. Yeah. All in New York. I used to enjoy Nebraska, Oklahoma. That was awesome. Nebraska, Oklahoma, University of Miami when they cheated so many times, but hey, they were fun to watch. Yeah. The Bosworth era, it was fun. Hell, I was one time. It might have been in court one time, and during jury selection, defense attorney apologized for being a Tar Heel in SEC country. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's big stuff down there. They don't take it lightly. They really don't. No way. It's big. When you cross the state line, Islanders are in the shadow of the Rangers, though. Easy to forget about them. And you know what? They're a better team this year than the Rangers, I think. The Islanders are a team to watch out for this year. That's a team that could make some news. I really think so. I think in the playoffs, they could make some news. And that's just my opinion. Clippers could win the NBA title this year and still be in the shadows. Oh, yeah. Yes. There's teams that's going to be in the shadows. And like you say, the Lakers, the Clippers could win 3 in a row and still be in the shadows. They would. LA Lakers draws the celebrities. That's all it is. Giants and Jets are Jersey teams and New York teams. Yeah. And, and that's a shame. The Clippers are in the shadow. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. If the Jets were to win, that would be a different story because the Giants are not standing out there head and shoulders above them right now. If the Jets were to do something and win, that would light that city up. That would really light that city up. The Mets, on the other hand, I've always said they're secondhand brothers to the Yankees. You go to New York, you do not see a lot of Mets hats. You see a lot of Yankees hats. They have New York in their name, so I'm including them. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Always will. Yeah. But the Mets can win 3. They can win 3 World Series in a row. But you go back and look. The Yankees have history on their side. The Yankees have history on their side. That's just true. There's nothing you can do about it. At one time they were talking about putting a second hockey team outside of Montreal and let it be kind of like a Montreal North and a Montreal South. And nobody wanted to own a team. I mean, this has been 20 years ago. Nobody wanted to own a team because everybody was a damn Canadiens fan up there. You're either you're a Canadian fan or you're a Toronto fan. And now, Ottawa is stepped up and, now it's kind of a 3-team legion up there. But very few of them are out here rooting for Buffalo Sabres or Boston Bruins or Philadelphia Flyers. They're just not doing it. How long does it take to drive through Rhode Island? Rhode Island is not that long. I don't think maybe an hour, but I don't think so. The longest point couldn't be much over an hour. I don't know. 40 minutes, says Sharver. Buffalo Sabres are all basically Bills fans. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, a lot of Buffalo fans are Buffalo fans. That's just the way they are. And I've known some Buffalo fans to be Pittsburgh fans, Steeler fans. So it's about the closest team you've got. But it's all a matter of who you're liking. That's the thing right there. It's all a matter of and a lot of it's brought up. A lot of people asked me the other day, well, your dad liked the Braves. How come you didn't? Well, I was brought up watching the Braves on TBS, and I got sick of them. I just got tired of them real quick. Buffalo right by the Canadian border. That is correct. Buffalo is right there, St. Lawrence River. I think it's St. Lawrence. Right there at the lakes, too. Yeah, I asked that. Yeah. And I just got tired of watching the Braves on TBS. Before that, I was already a Red Sox fan. I liked Rick Burleson. I was a Rick Burleson fan. I don't know why, but I was a Rick Burleson fan. And then later became a Wade Boggs fan. Boggs, and once I started liking Boggs, anybody like Boggs, Tony Gwynn, Larry Walker. I had mad respect for anybody that could hit 350, 360, 370. Anybody can do it. Mad respect for them. I love watching them. I prefer watching a player of that caliber over somebody that can hit 50 home runs like the kid from the Mets. That's just me. Rob, you ever dip or chew? Almost a rite of passage growing up down here. Throw one in at my office in the morning and one in. No, I don't. No, I've been tobacco free all my life, and you know what? I've actually been drug free all my life. I like to drink once in a while. I do like to drink Miller Lite, mixed drink once in a while. And I've done my moonshine in the past, like my dad did. Did a little bit of that in my day, but no. Anything I partake of but no, I've never even smoked dope in my life. Never have. Rob, weren't you speaking a foreign language briefly a few days ago? Oh, I may have thrown. No, you know what? I'm lying about that, Huss. I did smoke maybe 3 or 4 cigarettes growing up. Yeah, 3 or 4 cigars. Don't drink anymore. My only vice is my dip. No, but I did smoke 2 or 3 cigars when I worked at a place, but. No, never smoked. I smoked 2 puffs on a cigarette one time when I was 18. Never before that. Never wanted to. I don't like smoke. It just does not do a lot for me. My childhood, but just a little bit of German. I had just a little bit of German I threw out there, but not much. My childhood neighbor smoked everything in sight. He died from lung cancer 2 years ago. Yeah, my brother does. My brother smokes a lot. And not the one you met on with the beard. He's the other. He is my other brother. Had 1 cigar once and was so disgusting on my tongue. Yeah, they were bad. I smoked 2 or 3 within like a month and a half time. Somebody was having a baby or something. I got one, and then I just went and bought a couple more. And I was hocking up and coughing up stuff for weeks. I was like, oh, hell no, thank you. But now. The drugs part of it, I never wanted to be in a position where if somebody ever tested me, that I was ever going to fail. I didn't ever want to have to go jumping through hoops or go get a test here or some bullshit like that. I was like, nah, I don't need that. I really didn't. So I did with that. That's something that I never grew up and tried and tested and done like it. And I don't feel like I lost nothing. Most people smoke cigars to look cool. Yeah. I actually just did it when I worked. I was doing it where I worked at. Yep. I worked by myself. I was in a printing company back in the time. I was probably 23, 22, something like that. Played a lot of golf too. No steroids for your boxing. I didn't box that much, dude. I boxed a little bit between junior year and senior year. I may have boxed, and it was outdoors. I was never in a ring. I was always we were just outside and just had gloves on and just went to town with each other. Um, it was 5 of us, and to this day, I still got one of those guys that we were all quote unquote relation. We were acquaintances, but I've got one of those guys to this day. almost 40 years later, will not talk to me now. I mean, when I hit him, I hit him. They were saying they were, you know, how tall am I? I'm 6'4" now. Started dip at 17. I'm 37 now, but no more drinking. Never did any drugs. Yeah, I do. I do drink a beer once in a while. Oh yeah, yeah. 6'4", and as of this morning, 242 and a half. Yeah, I was 5'7" when I graduated high school. I grew 7 inches. No, 9 inches. 9 inches. 5'7". Yeah, 5'7", 135. Definitely not 5'7" anymore. You could have been about. No, I couldn't have been because I was 5'7" when I was in high school. I was one of the shortest guys in school. I was fast. I was fast. I was a little guy. I've got photos of when I was in my 30s and I was still a skinny guy. Late 20s, early 30s. I got to show you guys some of my photos. I got NASCAR pictures around here everywhere. I got them downstairs. All I got to do is go grab them. How the hell you grow some? My grandfather did. My grandfather was 6'5", and when he graduated high school, he was 5'11" though, but he did grow to 6'5". Mm-hmm. But he was never sick. He was never, and I never met the man. Never met the man. He died before I was born. But if you guys would like to see some photos I've got, I can actually go down real quick, grab some. Different people. My dad's 5'7". I'm 2 inches taller than him. My dad, you saw him last night. He's 5'9", 5'8", 5'9". He and my mom the same height. Yeah, yeah. So it was definitely my grandparents. It was my mom's side. My dad's side was short. But yeah, if you guys got 30 seconds that you can talk amongst yourselves, I'll go get some photographs. And it might be some pictures you like to see. It's a lot of NASCAR stuff, a lot of stuff when I was younger. All right, hang tight, guys. Hang tight. Hey, Dar.
Yeah, babe.
Do I have some pictures in there?
No, I don't think so, Bob. I think they're downstairs somewhere.
Think they are?
Yeah, I don't think you should go dig through them now. I'm not sure where they are. They're not in here. They're not in there.
Not okay.
No, they're down the basement. They're probably over on the other side where the books are.
Oh, okay.
But I hopefully don't think.
You don't have to. We'll get them tomorrow then. Keith says he's heading out. It's Mrs. Rob now. It is Mrs. Rob in the other room. Anyone hear someone talking in the back? Yeah. Yeah, it was Mrs. Rob in back here. I'll get some photos tomorrow. I'll get them out. I got some photographs I know that I want to show you guys. Well, what are we going to do tomorrow? I don't know. Well, we've played 44 games so far. Phillies losing 0 to the Rockies here. I ordered a game today. How different did you look compared to now? Well, I've got some pictures of me standing next to Kenny Irwin Jr. If you don't know Kenny Irwin Jr., Kenny Irwin Jr. was a NASCAR driver, and he raced, and he died driving. He hit a wall, and excuse me, I was at Martinsville, and I got my press pass. I was working at a radio station at the time, got a press pass, and I walked around the whole infield with him, just talking to him for probably the better part of 45 minutes to an hour. He was a small guy, and I was not that much bigger than he was. And it wasn't long after that he passed away. He actually died. He hit a wall, and from medical complications, he passed away. And I think it may have been New Hampshire Speedway. I think it may have been where he passed away. Let me look that up. I'm not sure about that. I want to make sure. Where did Kenny Irwin Jr. die? Loudon, yeah, New Hampshire, he did. And here's a picture of Kenny Irwin right here. Yep, he drove a Texaco Haviland Ford. He drove a 28 car, and then, well, they switched numbers around on him and stuff. He did. Drove a 28 car right there. There he is. And then he switched teams and went to the 42 team. Once met Aaron Rodgers and LeBron in the same room. Wow. Very cool. Very, very cool. Very cool there. Nothing wrong with that. But I was just a lot smaller. Just a smaller frame all the way around. Had a lot of hair. Had hair going down my back a lot. Met Ernie Irvan. Met Bobby Labonte. Met Terry Labonte. Met Dale Earnhardt. Dale signed something for me. I showed that the other night there. I don't know if you guys all saw it or not. It's a photograph I got here. Where's it at? Dale signed it for me. Here it is. It's actually a little poster. Okay. Dale signed that. Dale Earnhardt signed that. And Richard Childress, and then put a little 3 right there. He's the owner of the car. And that was, what year was this? It's got the whole. It's got all the team members in the back. You should. Yeah, I showed that the other night. What year was this? This was after his 7th title, so it had to be right around 95, 96, something like that. Had to be right around that. Yeah. So, yeah, I think it's, yeah, I think that was right about that time. It had to be close to that. Yeah. Now I was thinking about getting rid of it. My wife talked me into keeping it, so I'm going to hold on to it. If I sold it, man, A lot of folks would like to have that, I'm sure. I've got photographs of Dale, and when I do find my photograph and my pictures, I will show them to you. I'll have a photograph night soon where I was standing right next to him. He was driving the car, just done like that, and was leaving the racetrack. Jeff Gordon, Ken Schrader, Kyle Petty on his motorcycles, Richard Petty on the infield or wherever he was at, wearing that big old hat. He signed a bunch of stuff for us a bunch of times. Never met Jimmy Johnson, believe it or not. Never met Jimmy Johnson the years I went because I stopped going not too many years after Earnhardt passed away. I just didn't go as much. I went a lot in the 90s. I got my mom a 86 RC truck. And when I say RC Cola, it was one of those blue and red RC Cola trucks, 86. And I actually took it to Stacy Compton. And I knew where he was going to be one day. He signed it for me, and I gave it to her for Christmas one year. She knows Stacy. We just don't see him a lot. He's always out of town working and stuff now. But, I mean, when he sees us, hi, Rob, how you doing? You know, that kind of deal. He knows us. I know his mom, Ada, and his dad, Robert. I mean, I know them both. He runs a garage right over here, right over, outside of town. So it's not like if I see him out somewhere, oh yeah, it's just the way it is. Now, someone was asking me about Ricky Van Shelton. I have never seen him out anywhere. I don't know if he ever goes out. I don't know what his situation is. But I never see him out anywhere. I mentioned to a few, what's your plan on taking this channel further? Got any new games? I'm getting a new game. I was going to announce it in just a little bit. Yep, I actually ordered a brand new game today. I will mention that in just a little while. In just a couple minutes, in fact. I'm not going to go too much further. I'm not going to hold you guys up. But Ricky Van Shelton, I know 2 or 3 people on the channel said they wanted to hear Ricky sing. I do not have any access to family or friends of his. His mom and dad both passed away. I knew where they lived. My brother knew them, but I didn't know them that well. And so I really don't. Aren't you friends? No. I just have known. I've talked to him. I've done interviews with him over the radio through a telephone line. Never met the man. What's up, B.R. Wells? But I would like to, and I would love to have him come to my home, just like my dad was up here on it, up on it, on my porch, have him play a guitar, have him strum a guitar a little bit, not tell anybody in my neighborhood who this is coming up, and just would see if we draw a crowd. If we don't, that's fine. But you guys would know who it is, and I would, obviously let him just pretty much take the show over. If Stacy wanted to come over here, I would have him over here in a heartbeat. I just know he stays busy all the time. He's got 2 young daughters, 2 teenage daughters now. His wife's a nurse, so they stay on the run all the time. But, oh, yeah, I know exactly where he lives. Ricky, where he lives, you can't, it's just pine trees for a couple tenths of a mile, so you can't even see the house. Compton, you can see his house, but it's huge. It's way off the road. It'd take a NFL kicker 5 or 6 punts to get there. For discussion, live streams, get different guys from the chat on the live stream chat. Yeah, I could do that too. Yeah, we could do that. And find out what you like, what you don't like about sports, about life in general, any of that stuff. And we could definitely do that. If you guys want me to start having somebody as a live guest, we can do that. We can have somebody on here, and yeah, not above that. No, that'd be fine. Today I made a purchase. I purchased Inside the Cup Golf. Okay. I like the way it plays kind of like if you don't hit it direct center and goes off parts of the fairway, whatever. I think it plays pretty fair. I don't know the game 100%, but I did get the 2019 season, and I got a course that maybe a lot of people would be like, "Oh, why'd you get that course?" But I went and got it anyway. I went and got Sawgrass. I did not get Augusta, and I did not get Pebble. I got Sawgrass. Higher ground, higher ground gaming is played. Yeah, there's a few people that have played it on their channels, and yeah, I'm gonna definitely play it on my channel. I'm gonna learn how to learn it a little bit. It's a 2019 season, so it's a pretty darn new season with Sawgrass. Number 17, the island green and everything. You better be able to hit it. I'd like to see you play it. I certainly will. I certainly will. I hope it's here by Friday. I ordered it this morning, so before lunch. So I hope to see it pretty soon. Like I say, my all my other games, I sold one game. Actually sold two games. I'm heading out to getting late. See you tomorrow, Rob. Have a good one, Huss. Have a good one. Be safe. You're in Ohio. You know it's still a hotbed up there. My last wrestling game, somebody got in touch with me and said, I would like to buy it. One person backed out. Somebody right behind them. I hadn't even said a word, and somebody said, I would like to buy the wrestling game. Worked out perfect. So the wrestling game is going to be out the door in the next day or two. I know where it's going, and all I got to do is I've got the addresses and everything. So I will be getting that out the door. History Maker Baseball, as you know, I'm donating that. I'm giving that to D-Lons, to Dale Lonsdale. All of it. The stack, the teams, whatever. I was going to sell it. I could not, on good conscience, sell it after he said he'd like to buy it. I'm like, play Slam Wars again soon? I will do that. We'll do that tomorrow then. We'll do that tomorrow. I could not, in good conscience, knowing that he wanted it. I had 4 or 5 people say, Rob, I'll buy the games from you. I'm like, you know what? Let's do it this way. I'll donate the games to him. Anybody wishing to give any money that you would like, because like I say, D-Lons, this is his second time he's ended up with COVID. I mean, this is just, it's crazy stuff. And his sister stays in touch with me on a daily basis. If you're willing and want to give some money, $5, $10, whatever you can afford. Don't hit your wallet to the point it's going to hurt you. Just what you can afford. If you want to send it to me. Send it as gift. That way it won't get taxed. Nothing gets taxed on it. And then when he gets home, D-Lons, either going to cut a check. If he's got PayPal, I'm just going to send the money his way with a list of people, exactly what everybody donated. I'm going to let him know exactly what people did for him. So it just, all it does is eliminate you from having to, when he gets home, do this, that. If you want to, just send the money, and I will make it public, the total. I'm not going to tell how much each person donated. That's their business. But I will give you the total of how much we send in his way. It's getting on up there. We got almost a couple $100 now. So it's going well. It really is. It's going really well. And if we get 100, if we get 500, $480, I'll throw in the other 20 and the game and send it all to him, and that'll be cool. I'll round it off wherever. So we'll do that. But I would love, he's going to be in there for 20 days. I do not know his housing situation. I'm not a nosy man like that. I don't know if I don't think he's married though. So bills don't stop. Light bill, phone bill, cable bill, house payments, rent, whatever. That never stops. I don't know how much help he gets. I don't know. But I do know going to the hospital for 20 days is not, it's not free to most of us. It's not free to most of us at all. So if we can assist him and help him out some, that's all I say. I'm not, I'm not a PSA, but I'm just saying I think we can do something to help a guy. So, I end up, what do you say? I end up putting my foot in my mouth and be the one that starts it all the time. But if somebody doesn't start it, we can't get a finish to it, or we can't get the ball rolling. So, yep, guilty again, folks. I'm the one asking money. Yeah, it's me. So, yeah, it's old Rob. It is me. You guys, yeah, tomorrow Arnold's got it. Arnold's got it. Tomorrow will be Slam Wars. Slam Wars. I may do even more than one tomorrow. The next one's supposed to be from Baltimore, so we may do a Baltimore one and then do a Washington, D.C. one too. Here comes Miss Rob.
Hi, kids. Bye, kids. Good night, babe.
Good night. Be in there in a little bit. Yeah, it's still a little early. 10:14, so it's not too bad yet. But yeah, Slam Wars for Arnold Hunter. Yeah, we'll write that down right here, and we will do it. We'll do it. The baseball is setting out now that for Colorado. I may try to finish Colorado up in the next day or two. The next game is game 45. I don't think the Phillies are above 500 in my replay. I think they're below 500 because they've lost 2 or 3 in a row. It doesn't take long then. I want to thank everybody so far that has donated and everybody that plans to donate. Like I say, we still got a couple of weeks left. Today's just the 13th. He doesn't get home until a couple of days into August. I think it's August 2nd or 3rd. I think it's 3rd is the tentative date the doctor's going to let him out. He's got tubes down his throat, so they actually had to put him to sleep to do that. Tubes up his nose, and he's on a ventilator almost, I think the full ventilator this time. And was carrying 103 fever Saturday night. Sunday night was carrying a fever. We just don't know how much of one. And his sister didn't find out exactly how much of a fever he had, but found out that he was just definitely not feeling good at all. Evening update tonight, 6:29 this evening. Hello, nothing new to report because nothing has changed. Doctor said he's resting comfortably. Going to monitor this evening and check on temperature. We'll check in again in the morning. So that's what was happening. So she's his sister is notifying me or letting me know at least twice a day, and I want to thank her for that. And it just floored me when they was getting ready to put him away, put him under at the hospital. He goes to his sister and says, "Let my YouTube family know how I'm doing." So I just want to, it's just, it lets me know how much we mean to him. So I want him to know how much he means to us. So I hope you guys, if you can afford anything, $5 is fine. If you can afford it, if you can't afford it, look, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. We all have tight spots, tight times. So it's nothing wrong with that. You guys have a great, great evening. God bless. Thank you all for sticking with me for an hour and a half tonight, running our mouths, having fun, talking about what we think, what we like, and what we do or what we have done in the past. I will have photograph night very, very soon. And when I do, I will put it on the title, Photographs of Rob in the Past or whatever, Photographs of the Past. Obviously, photographs are the past. But, yeah, we'll have a night where I'm just showing you stuff, NASCAR stuff when I was older, maybe when I was even a kid. Who knows? I may find a bunch of stuff. So I want to thank you again for being here with me tonight. and I've had a great time, and I hope you have too. You could have sat and watched TV tonight, and instead you watched my crazy ass. So hey, uh, you know you can't have it all up there if you're going to sit here and watch me headline. But in all seriousness, guys, thanks so much for supporting the channel. We got 210. We're bouncing up one or two almost every day, it looks like now. So it's going crazy. So by Christmas, 300 may not be a stretch at all. It could easily be attainable. So we'll see what's happening. God bless. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands again. And just be good to one another. Wear a mask if they ask you to. It could save your life, could save someone else's. And just be good with one another and enjoy YouTube and what it's here for. Have a good night. God bless, and have a great evening.